say, so I actually had to write it down. So I'm going to invite Alejandro to stand next to me while I talk about him. I'm new to Fountain Valley High School. I'm learning a lot about our history and our school culture, getting to know the nearly 200 staff members on campus and the nearly 3,700 students. But in my short time, I've come to know quite a few students, and no one stands out quite like Alejandro. Alejandro and I got to sit down together and talk about his journey as a student, and I realized I was talking with one of the most mature and resilient students I've ever met. Alejandro faced many hurdles to get to where he is now. Things started to go south when 8-year-old Alejandro's parents were battling their own demons, divorce. Soon thereafter, he and his mom were forced to move into different towns, from Costa Mesa to Garden Grove and then Fountain Valley. As a 7th grader at Talbert, he hit rock bottom, and school was the least of his priorities. In 8th grade, things had gotten so bad, he did not know if he could go on living. Alejandro decided that if things weren't going to get better, he would have to take control of life and make it better. He did something very brave that even adults have a difficult time doing. He asked for help. Alejandro started working with a therapist and addressed the things that were consuming him. He found peace, and that being an athlete truly made him happy. To make the track team at Fountain Valley High School, Alejandro had to keep his grades up. He knew that track equaled happiness and good grades equaled track. He'd overcome so much but still had to get better, but life throws you hurdles. His mom starts work at 4:30 a.m. and a reason why she was not able to make it this morning. His older sister works nights, and so Alejandro takes care of his nephew in the morning until his sister gets off work. Some mornings, Alejandro had to sprint from home to run all the way to school to get to school on time. Some days he'd make it, and some days he would not. What kept him going was the people that saw his potential. He was a pole vaulter who lacked the skills to clear the bar at any height, but he experienced injuries that limited practicing and competing. Just as he was about to be cut, his pole vault coach, Jeremy, right there, dedicated the time with him to make sure he would make the team. Alejandro went from 0 bars to clearing 9 foot 6 inches in 1 year. 10 feet. His teachers, Mr. No and Mr. Talpash, took him aside, let him know he wasn't alone, and worked with him independently to make sure he passed his classes and motivated him to put in the extra work needed. Mrs. Lafferroy knew that he was someone special and helped Alejandro to see that. She knew that he's worked harder than most to get where he's at today, and thusly deserving to be recognized as the October Fountain Valley Rotary's Most Improved Student. I would now like to have Mrs. Lafferroy share her words about Alejandro as well.
Thank you for having me this morning. I'm Sarah Laframboise. I was Alejandro's English teacher last year, first period, and it's ironic that I was a couple minutes late this morning because that was kind of a thing with Alejandro and I last year. As you heard Dr. Smith mention that Alejandro was really busy in the morning juggling family commitments and trying to get to class on time. And I had a talk with him and said, like, what's going on with you, first period? And he told me the situation. And I was so impressed not only by his sense of personal responsibility and commitment to supporting his family, but also the fact that every single day this kid comes into class with a huge smile on his face. And has such a good attitude, is so supportive and helpful to his peers, and never once talks about any hardship or difficulty. I mean, kids have lots of reasons for being late to school, and he never volunteered that necessarily. He knew that that was something that he was being responsible for. So we kind of worked out a deal, and ironically, as soon as we seemed to work out this deal for attendance and tardiness, he seemed to be on time, like all the time. He has such a commitment to education. He knows where it can get him in life, and I'm so incredibly proud of him. I don't have him currently as a student, but he comes across the hall all the time and says hi, and he's doing really well in his English class this year, and I could not be more proud of this young man. I'm so excited to see the next accomplishments in your life. Congratulations.
I'm supposed to train Mark. Alejandro, we have a certificate of achievement for you. most improved student at Fountain Valley High School. It's in recognition of your improved performance, and it's presented on this day, 13th day of October 2015. And we also have another presentation for you, and we have Dave Osborne, proprietor on Gold. Come on.
Turn it on.
It's on.
What is this?
Alejandro, we realize when you work hard, there's always fruits at the end of the road. Well, we believe in playing hard too, so here's a 2-hour bowling party for you and your 6 year players to come down and enjoy the town bowl. Congratulations, young man. Before we, oh, I'm sorry. You know what? Alejandro, would you like to say something?
Standing here right now, it's honestly one of the greatest feelings I've ever had. I have gone through a lot, and my life has been rough, but being here right now, standing in front of all of you, speaking and receiving this award, it's just astonishing that this is the outcome of all the hard work I've put into getting here and not giving up. And every time I thought I knew that there's got to be something at the end. So. Thank you, thank you everybody.
Before we continue, I'd like to, two other Rotarians came in. If you'd like to stand up and introduce yourself.